figure out whether I sell it or whether I keep it.
Yeah,
And
that's where you're at now, huh?
yeah, I can't think of anything else that's.
No, and I got that house you sent me last time I came by.
Where you saw it?
Yeah,
And so what did you think of that house?
that would be, well, the cost to get it would be outrageous.
I don't think so.
And
I mean, I don't mind. Because I would say, God, dude, what you would make on that.
No, I get that, right? There's a lot of money on the back end, but to get the house, first of all, and then to fix it up to the level that it has to be, that's gonna be,
I can teach you a trick though.
yeah?
Just saying because, look, I know someone who owns a roofing company. So that's what I'm saying. I've thought about different things, like as far as the, just in the sense of that property, it's like, oh, I could probably have that fixed up for nothing.
Yeah, but it's a lot more than the roof, you know?
Why did you go look at it?
No, I hardly ever go to the west side.
Oh, yeah.
But I just know the neighborhood alone, that house is gonna cost some money.
And so when you say it's going to cost some money, because I have my own ideas of what it'll cost and everything else. What did you think it would cost?
Just to get it?
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the condition, right? I would imagine a minimum like 800.
See, and I wouldn't think so.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
Because houses in there, they go for well over $1 million.
I agree with that for sure.
My wife's boss lives in there. The owner of the company she works for.
I just think that you could steal that house for like $725, and that's what I say. And then you'd sell it for 1.3, 1.4.
Right.
Because really, you'd have no problem if it was already to be able to sell it at 1.2.
Right.
Or 1.175. You know what I mean? Like I can
Right.
see that selling for that for sure.
Yeah, so it depends on the condition of it, right? I mean,
It's destroyed, but that's the value in it, in my opinion.
no, it is, but I mean, the condition of it, it'll drop it some, but it won't drop it as much as you think. I don't think.
I think it will, because I think they're going to be afraid of it, and I think this time frame, and I think that everything's aligning to get that house.
Yeah.
That's the only reason
Well, I remember we looked it up, and it's owned by an LLC, so maybe.
which is odd.
Well,
Someone wants
yes
to
and no.
liquefy
Or maybe, they have the same idea and they already have the property, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited because I sold one of my houses, so I closed on that one probably the end of this week.
And which house was that?
The one up here on Montgomery and Wyoming,
Oh, nice.
sold it for $400.
And how many square feet? How big is it?
That one was about 1,900.
Oh, wow. In a really good area and everything?
Oh yeah, it's right there across the street from that Target.
Oh, yeah, I know where that is. Kind of Wyoming and Montgomery.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm almost thinking you paid $295.
Actually, I paid about $280.
Nice. See, I'm very close.
Yeah.
Because I'm really understanding these numbers, like without a doubt.
So I paid $280 and I got about another $40 into it after that. So I'm into it for about $320.
Nice. Try this a bit back here. So.
Yeah, this year I want to try and get a fourplex
That would be sick.
to keep it and hold it.
I knew someone that had a fourplex.
Has to be in the right neighborhood though, that's the hard
I
part.
knew someone that had a fourplex right there on Manal and right before Tramway.
Oh yeah, those little one-story ones?
Yeah, right on the right-hand side.
Yep.
It was one that was, he had done stucco on it recently too. It was like gray
Yeah.
stucco and everything.
Yeah, but that I wanna get and keep it.
For like a drip system.
Yeah, just as a cash flow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I'm thinking of nonprofit because then, you know, to save on the taxes.
Anything we can do to save taxes, man.
I knew some people that wanted you to pay taxes. I couldn't get over that. I said, you're out of smoking dick or you're out of your mind. He's like, I don't like playing games to lose.
No.
I had a CPA tell me that. Tell me, oh yeah, oh you want to pay tax? Everyone pays. You know, hey, how do you think the streets are built? It's like I don't give a fuck. It's like it ain't gonna be me. It's like shit. I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
Right.
Play the game the right way, and you know, I'm not really trying to just pave the roads for everybody.
It's not like they use that money to do it anyway.
Exactly.
They find a way to hide it and take it home. And get lost in the paperwork and they just take it home, you know?
So like a home mortgage for like, or like in a home office, for instance, say, you know, you have your office at home. It's, you can write off 20% of the interest
Right.
of the mortgage, and you can write off, you can also write off, God, I think it's 20% of the utilities.
Well, so for me as an LLC,
Yeah.
everything I touch is a write-off.
Oh, really?
Everything.
And how is that?
Because I use it all for business.
Okay.
Right? So my cell phone, that's a write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you said, part of my mortgage and utilities is a write-off. My internet at home is a write-off. I can go buy a brand new iPad or laptop or whatever today, and that's a write-off. Right? My truck out there is a write-off. Everything.
The only thing I couldn't write off was my gas coming to work.
Yeah, you can.
See, and I was told that I couldn't.
Absolutely, you can.
Wow, that would have been nice, because I pay $400 a month in gas.
Yeah, all you gotta do is you gotta track your mileage, right, and then pay for gas through your business account.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't see it, and that's where I say I don't have a very good CPA. I'm gonna be moving forward this year. Getting into someone that, you know, wants to see me win.
Right. Yeah, like I said, man, everything, even when I go buy new tools, right, that's a tax write-off.
Yeah, that's under supplies and everything.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have a ton of write-offs, right, because I go buy a house, and every penny I put into that house is a write-off.
Oh, absolutely. See, that's the part that I like about what you're doing. That's where it's, you know, works good. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of my goals this year is to get either, well, a fourplex would be cool, but I want to at least keep one house this year.
And what do you mean keep one house?
Keep it as a rental.
Oh yeah, instead of just flipping it.
Mm-hmm. But again, it has to be in the right neighborhood.
And so how do you keep buying homes? Like they just keep loaning you the money, the bank,
No, it's not a bank.
or the, like how does that part work?
I have hard money guys.
Oh, and what does that mean?
That means they have just too much money at the bank, so they lend it out to make
Oh, that's nice.
To
Oh
make
yeah,
more money.
certain percentage, sick.
to make more money, you know.
Yeah, no, that's very good. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it costs more than the bank, but it's
It's all right. It's there.
well,
The
it's
moment
there.
you need it.
I don't have to go through no loan process and none of that.
Nice.
Right? It's all set up for me, right? So I go look at the house one day. I call my guy and I say, yes, I want it. No, I don't want it. What else do you have? If I say yes, then about a week later, I go down to the title company, sign some paperwork, and it's done. And then, so these houses I pay usually right around about $2,000 a month for them.
Oh, that's perfect.
Pay $2,000 a month for them for about 4 to 6 months, and then they get paid back when I sell the house, and he turns around and gives me that money back for another house, and just keep going, you know.
And so you must be locked into an interest rate almost.
Pretty much, yeah. The standard on hard money is about 10 and 10,
Oh wow.
right? So 10 points and 10% interest.
And what does 10 points mean?
10 points is just
Yeah.
another word for interest.
Oh yeah. So 10% interest.
Well, it's 10 points and then 10% interest, right? So what that means is, so if he gives me 200 grand to buy a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 10 points, so that's 10%, right? Which is 20 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, so the loan for 200 grand, even if I sign the paperwork and I turn around and I paid him right back, is I now owe him 220 grand.
Oh yeah. 20% more.
Right. And then,
That's a good deal for him and a good deal for you. I like it.
yeah, because I don't
Makes
have
perfect
to,
sense.
I don't have to wait a month or 2 months to hear back from the bank,
And he has it on hand. It's ready
Right.
to go. It's like
yeah,
you've already made your word good with him. It's,
right.
everything's good. Buy as many homes like as he's willing to throw out, without a doubt.
Right, but then the other trick too is to have more than one of those guys.
Yeah. And how do you find people like that?
That's the hard part.
How did you run into people like that?
Through my wholesaler.
Yeah, you got all the right connections, dude, for sure.
Well, like you said, man, you gotta have that drive and motivation, and I mean, if you want to do it, make it happen, then fucking make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You hear a lot of talk. It's like we're fools that don't ever make it happen.
All day long, man.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. It's like you think a little bit too much. You haven't done
Right.
anything. It's okay to think, but you can't be a walking spreadsheet either.
Like that saying, man, think about it or be about it, right?
Yeah.
Think about it or do it, you know?
And it's okay to have thought as long as thought's turning into action.
Right. You know, for like me, man, my wife's like, man, you need to take a weekend off, you need to relax, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that sounds really nice, you know, it really does, but I want to achieve my goal, you know? And chilling at home on the weekend's not going to do that.
Exactly. And that's where it's like you get a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to do this and that so I can relax or do.
Right.
Fucking you're never going to do it then.
You're never going to
So you can relax because that's already a red flag.
Right?
Dude, I would never take on a business partner that mentioned, oh yeah, so we could relax or do. It's like, oh no.
Right.
So you're fucked up. It's like go work at Target. Hey, fucking, you know, dude, I've never taken a vacation, and guess what?
Mm.
If I was working at Walmart, I would take a vacation every fucking chance they gave me.
Every 2 or 3 months, man.
Absolutely. But it's like you said, when you're after something, it's like, I don't have time for...
But then see, if you worked at Walmart, you couldn't take a real vacation every 2 or 3 months because you couldn't afford it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Right.
a good point. Never thought about that.
And yeah, you can take the week off, you know what I mean, go hang out with friends and family, whatever, but
Someone had actually tried to tell me, and they were being hateful, and they said, Walmart's a good job. I know someone that, dude, I don't bear those same thoughts.
no.
That's just, and I'm not saying that you can't, everyone starts somewhere, but it's like, dude, you're making an excuse for, under mediocrity.
Right.
That you're almost defending, it's fucking laziness and everything.
You know, like me, before I started doing this, I worked at CocaCola for about 18 years, right?
Yeah.
And even there, I was making good money, right? Like 80, 90 grand a year. But I'm not gonna, kiss somebody's ass to get the next job and the next job after that, and fuck that.
And my thing is, I don't believe that I need to follow someone that created something. Like, I have my own ideas.
Well, that too, right?
Like, it's like, I don't feel like anyone could do it better than me on any front. So it's like, why would I can't work for anyone because I don't believe in it. It's like fucking, it's against my...
Well, even working at Coke, right? So the branch manager over there probably makes like 100, 120 grand a year, right?
Yeah.
Then I laugh at him now, like, dude, I make like 6, 7, 8 times more than you make.
In such a little amount of time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I give you the credit, though, because it's you. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're the one that's, putting the hard work in, putting your ass on the line, taking the loans out.
Right.
These guys aren't willing to do that. That's why
No.
so nobody can complain about, but you have all that, or you made this, and it's like, dude, you chose to do that. It's like, well, you
Absolutely.
could have chose to stay at Pepsi if you wanted to, or whatever, Coke,
Right.
and fucking, and there's nothing wrong with being at those places, but
No.
it's like, look, dude, do you think I wanted to stay at $10 a haircut forever? It's like, you gotta eventually step your game up.
Right.
Know your value, but also know your value. Some people can't be a business owner because you have no value.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really even want to work at your job.
Right.
Take that first job and learn something and learn how to get that work ethic and everything. Look, we weren't supposed to talk about it, but even, jail or whatever gave me the work ethic in the sense of 10 cents an hour for 1,827 days. It was, if you got up and cut 86 heads a day
Mhm.
for 10 cents an hour, this was nothing to cut hair here. That's where it was like, to me, it was like, oh no, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. It was like,
Right.
this is a dream come true. It was, so for me, it was kind of easy in that sense. I was like, oh no, these guys talk about I'm the hardest worker in the room, and this, please.
No, but like I said, man, you broke that
What time
cycle,
did you
right?
take lunch? It was like, fucking, I haven't had lunch in 4 years. It was like...
Right, but you broke that cycle, right, of you being that ex-felon, that you're supposed to just repeat the cycle, right, the rest of your life. Right, that's what society expects of you, right?
But they hoist that upon you.
Right, they do.
That's
That's what
on
I'm saying.
accident. I'm not saying
No,
they
they
do it on
do.
purpose. They hoist it upon you. It's like, why not? Look, you did your time. That you had to do it. You're an
Right.
idiot. You fucked up. You go do the time, but you're out
Right.
now. It's like, dude, you don't continue to...
No, but that's what I'm saying, is you broke that cycle,
You got
right?
30 days to get a job or we're going to send you back. It's like, dude has armed robbery charges. You got to be...
How many guys in your position actually break that cycle?
Man, I don't know one.
It's hard.
Which is... Okay,
Well,
so
it's-
why
it's
is
not-
it hard though?
Well, I don't think it's hard, right? It's mentally hard.
They don't have any of the proper pathway. See, that's
No.
where it's like they've been subjected to hanging out with, all those people in there and everything else. And then now it's like, they don't have, just simple tools, man. Giving someone something to look forward to. The guy that I'm working with, shout out to the homie that I'm, getting into barber school and doing everything like that for him. And,
Yeah.
He's excited about it. He wouldn't have had any of that excitement if, he has a good PO though. I talked to her on the phone and I say she's been good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he has
But no, they don't have that drive and motivation, right? The mental capacity to do it, right? Like,
and that's where I bridge that gap, and the Fair Shake program bridges that gap in the sense of, so they say, well, Thomas, what do you do different? So what I do different is when I bring a client in, you know, to whatever building we're gonna have them in, you bring them in, dude, when I go to sign them up for school because that's what they want to do, they want to go further their education, they're a little bit smarter, one in a few, he doesn't want to have a trade, then we take you to school. But guess what, I waltz you right into C&M, hand carry you right there on the computer, so there's no anxiety, there's no you know, breakdowns, there's no you know, guys will get over to C&M and you know, they're not getting, someone's like, go ahead and go on the computer and do this, they might not know how to do that.
Right.
So that's where, you know, my program can help bridge that gap. And they say, well, how do you know about all these gaps? Because I went through the same thing. So I can say, God, it was horrible when I went to C&M and didn't know how to use a computer at that point. And, you know, there was nobody there to help you. So it's like, I want to just give it that assistance of being able to, here's my program. What my program does is, you know that you can get out of prison, not jail, but you can come out of prison, because I only work with convicts. You can get out of prison, and you know that you can have a safe haven if you're gonna do the right thing in my program. And my program requires a piss test. I don't give a fuck about your PO. We take another one.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you piss clean, you come into the program, and the program will set you up with whatever it is you're gonna be doing in life, job-wise and everything.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, hand walking you through it, but hand walking you through it, that way they're not breaking into your mother's house or your grandmother's safe. It's the streets are good again. We're not having 1,000 murders a day.
Showing them a different way of life.
And assisting them through that process.
Yeah.
Because that's what, you know, a lot of dudes will get over there and get on the computer and then say, oh, fuck it. You know what I mean? And, well, nah, here, we're going to bridge that gap. It's, you deserve to be out. You deserve to enjoy it. Absolutely. We're going to have you out here as well. And this is how you join the party and not go back to punishment. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. Just a clear pathway to join the party and be able to enjoy the amenities that these people are doing.
Absolutely.
That's you.
Yes, sir. I'm good with it.
Story.